The philosophy of technology is a vast and intricate field that grapples with fundamental questions about technology's nature, influence, and role in human life. It's less about specific technologies and more about the bigger picture, how these creations shape our values, societies, and understanding of ourselves. Here are some key themes explored in the philosophy of technology. 1. Nature of technology. Is technology neutral, simply a tool that reflects human intent? Or does it possess an inherent bias or direction that shapes its use? How does technology influence our understanding of the world and ourselves? Does it shape our perception of what's natural or artificial? 2. Impact of technology. How does technology influence ethics, politics, and economics? Does it create new power structures or exacerbate existing ones? What are the environmental and social consequences of technological progress? Can we develop technology responsibly and sustainably? 3. Human-technology relationship. How does technology change the way we experience the world and interact with each other? Does it enhance or diminish our humanity? Are we becoming increasingly dependent on technology? Can we maintain control over the tools we create? 4. Technology's future. What are the potential benefits and risks of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and nanotechnology? How can we ensure that future technologies are used for good and align with our values? These are just a few of the many questions pondered by philosophers of technology. The field is diverse, with various perspectives ranging from optimistic techno-utopianism to cautious technocriticism. By critically examining technology's role in our lives, the philosophy of technology aims to guide us towards using it wisely and responsibly, shaping a future that benefits all of humanity. The question of whether technology is neutral is a complex one that has divided philosophers of technology for decades. There are strong arguments on both sides. Arguments for neutrality. Tools and intent. At its core, technology can be seen as a collection of tools or instruments. Like a hammer's function is entirely dependent on the user's intent. It can be used to build or to destroy, depending on the human wielding it. Objectivity. Technology itself, as a system of knowledge and methods, can be argued to be objective and value-free. It's the application and decision-making around its use that introduces subjective values and potential biases. Arguments against neutrality. Embedded values. Technologies often embody the values and assumptions of their creators and societies. For example, algorithms used in facial recognition software can inadvertently reflect biases based on the training data, potentially leading to discriminatory outcomes. Socio-technical systems. Technology rarely exists in isolation. It's intertwined with social structures and power dynamics, influencing how it's developed, used, and accessed. This interconnectedness complicates the idea of neutral tools, as technology can reinforce existing inequalities or create new ones. Agency and design. The design choices made during technology development can subtly influence its use and impact. For example, a social media platform's features and algorithms can nudge users towards certain behaviors or information, potentially manipulating their attention or choices. Ultimately, the question of neutrality has no simple answer. Technology likely falls somewhere on a spectrum, with both neutral and value-laden aspects. Recognizing this complexity is crucial to understanding technology's impact and using it responsibly. Further consideration. Instead of focusing solely on neutrality, some philosophers advocate for understanding technology's affordances, the range of possibilities or actions it enables or encourages. This approach shifts the focus from inherent values to the potential consequences of design choices. It's important to explore who benefits from the perceived neutrality of technology and who might be at a disadvantage. Power dynamics and marginalized voices often get overlooked in discussions of neutral tools. Remember, questioning the neutrality of technology is a vital step towards critically examining its role in our lives and working towards a more equitable and responsible future. The question of inherent bias in technology is a crucial one, challenging the notion of technology as simply a neutral tool reflecting human intent. Here's how we can explore this idea. Arguments for inherent bias. Algorithmic bias. Machine learning algorithms, used in various technologies like facial recognition, recommendation systems, and even financial decisions, are often trained on biased datasets. This can lead to discriminatory outcomes, unfairly impacting specific groups based on factors like race, gender, or socioeconomic background. Design choices. Technology design reflects implicit or explicit values of its creators, shaped by their cultural context, assumptions, and priorities. These embedded biases can influence how the technology functions and who benefits from its use. For example, a social media platform designed for engagement might prioritize sensational content over factual information, potentially misleading users. Socio-technical systems. Technology interacts with existing social structures and power dynamics. Biased social systems can amplify or even generate new biases through technology. For instance, surveillance technologies developed for security purposes can disproportionately target marginalized communities, reinforcing existing inequalities. Arguments against inherent bias. Tech itself is neutral. Technology at its core can be seen as a set of algorithms or mechanisms. These structures themselves are not inherently biased. The bias arises from the data input, user interaction, and social context within which it operates. Potential for fairness. Technological tools can be designed and implemented with a focus on mitigating bias and promoting fairness. Techniques like debiasing algorithms, incorporating diverse perspectives in design, and ensuring equitable access to technology can help address inherent biases. Human responsibility. Ultimately, humans are responsible for the development, deployment, and use of technology. Acknowledging inherent biases and actively working to overcome them through careful design, ethical considerations, and responsible governance is crucial to avoid amplifying or perpetuating harm. The debate on inherent bias is ongoing, with no definitive answers. However, considering these arguments helps us understand the nuanced reality. Technology likely exists on a spectrum, exhibiting both neutral and potentially biased aspects. Examining biases isn't simply about blaming technological structures. It's about understanding the interconnectedness of technology, design choices, and social systems. Addressing bias requires proactive efforts throughout the technological life cycle, from design and development to implementation and user interaction. Remember, recognizing and addressing inherent biases in technology is essential for fostering a more equitable and responsible future. Technology's influence on our understanding of the world and ourselves is a multifaceted and ever-evolving phenomenon. Here are some key ways it shapes our perceptions. 1. Access to information. Technology provides unprecedented access to information, expanding our knowledge of the world beyond our immediate surroundings. Through the internet, news, and social media, we encounter diverse perspectives, cultures, and events, shaping our understanding of global issues, distant communities, and historical events. While this access provides valuable insights, it also presents challenges, filtering misinformation, navigating biases, and maintaining a critical perspective amidst the information overload. 2. Representation of reality. Technology heavily influences how we perceive reality. Search engines prioritize certain information, social media algorithms curate our feeds, and virtual reality immerses us in constructed worlds. These representations, while convenient and engaging, can distort our understanding of objective reality, promoting confirmation bias and creating narrow interpretations of the world. 3. Augmented senses and experiences. Technologies like smartphones, wearables, and virtual reality augment our senses and experiences, blurring the lines between physical and digital realms. This can enhance our connection to the world, providing immersive learning experiences, virtual travel opportunities, and new forms of communication. However, it can also lead to sensory overload, dependence on digital experiences, and a disconnect from the natural world. 4. Identity and relationships. Technology shapes how we interact and build relationships. Social media platforms facilitate connections, communication tools bridge distances, and dating apps create new avenues for romance. However, these interactions can be superficial, impersonal, and prone to manipulation, impacting our understanding of social cues, self-esteem, and the nature of genuine connection. 5. Self-perception and control. Technology reflects back our image through selfies, fitness trackers, and online profiles. This constant feedback loop can fuel self-improvement but also trigger anxieties and insecurities about body image, performance, and social comparison. Additionally, algorithms and recommendations can create feelings of being controlled or manipulated, raising questions about free will and personal autonomy in the digital age. Understanding these influences encourages us to be critical consumers of technology. We can actively seek diverse perspectives, prioritize real-world interactions, and maintain a healthy skepticism towards online representations. By cultivating a mindful relationship with technology, we can harness its benefits while preserving our own sense of self and understanding of the world around us. The question of whether technology shapes our perception of what's natural or artificial dives deep into the heart of our relationship with these tools. It's a fascinating and complex topic with no single answer, but here are some points to consider. Technology blurring the lines. Augmented reality and virtual reality. These technologies seamlessly blend the digital and physical worlds, making it harder to distinguish what's real and what's simulated. The boundaries between natural experiences and constructed realities become increasingly blurred, potentially influencing our perception of what's truly authentic. Bionics and bioengineering. Advancements in these fields raise ethical and philosophical questions about the nature of humanness. When we augment our bodies with technology, where does the line between natural and artificial capabilities lie? Smart environments and automation. Our homes and cities are becoming increasingly filled with sensors, algorithms, and automated systems. This constant interaction with technology can make the natural environment feel less autonomous and more controlled, potentially impacting our understanding of the organic world. Shifting values and perceptions. Convenience and efficiency. We often prioritize convenience and efficiency in our lives, and technology offers solutions that can make things faster, easier, and more predictable. This focus on optimization can subtly shift our perception of what's natural, favoring artificial processes that deliver desired outcomes over slower, organic ones. Aesthetic preference and design. Technology designers often draw inspiration from the natural world, incorporating organic shapes, textures, and patterns into their creations. This can blur the lines between the two, making technologically produced objects feel more natural and familiar. Cultural narratives and science fiction. The way we portray technology in stories, movies, and art can shape our expectations and understanding of its role in the world. Futuristic narratives often blend the artificial and natural, potentially influencing our perception of what's inevitable or desirable in the future. Importance of critical thinking. Maintaining a nuanced view. It's crucial to avoid simplistic binaries of natural versus artificial and recognize the spectrum of possibilities in between. Both concepts are complex and multifaceted, evolving with technological advancements and societal changes. Appreciating the intertwined relationship. Technology and nature are deeply interconnected. Technology often draws inspiration from nature, and natural processes can inform technological design. Recognizing this interwovenness helps us see beyond the artificial-natural divide and appreciate the holistic interplay between them. Critical consumption and ethical choices. As we interact with and rely on technology, it's essential to be critical consumers. We should question how technology shapes our perceptions, biases, and values. By making informed choices about its use and development, we can ensure technology aligns with our understanding of what's truly natural and beneficial for ourselves and the environment. Ultimately, the question of whether technology shapes our perception of what's natural or artificial is an ongoing conversation. By critically examining our relationship with technology, appreciating its complexities, and making conscious choices about its use, we can navigate this evolving landscape with clarity and purpose. The influence of technology on ethics, politics, and economics is profound and multifaceted. Here's a closer look at its impact across these domains. Ethics. Data privacy and security. The rise of artificial intelligence, big data, and social media raise ethical concerns about data collection, surveillance, and profiling. Questions around ownership, control, and potential misuse of personal information become pressing. Algorithmic bias and fairness. Algorithms used in decision-making processes, from loan approvals to criminal justice, can harbor biases based on the data they are trained on, leading to discrimination and unfair outcomes. Ethical considerations involve mitigating bias and ensuring equal treatment. Human-machine relationships. As technology becomes increasingly sophisticated, questions about artificial consciousness and the future of work emerge. Ethical considerations involve defining our relationship with intelligent machines, ensuring human well-being, and navigating the potential displacement of jobs by automation. Politics. Democratization and information access. Technology can increase access to information and empower citizens to participate in political processes, potentially promoting transparency and accountability. However, it also raises concerns about misinformation, online manipulation, and the spread of extremism. Power dynamics and global governance. Technological advancements, particularly in weaponry and surveillance, can shift power dynamics between nations and raise questions about who controls and regulates these technologies. Global governance structures need to adapt to address these challenges effectively. Political campaigning and manipulation. Social media platforms and digital tools can be used for targeted political campaigning and influence operations, potentially undermining democratic processes and raising concerns about voter manipulation and disinformation. Economics. Productivity and growth. Technological innovations can drive economic growth by increasing efficiency, productivity, and access to markets. However, the benefits may not be distributed equally, potentially widening economic inequalities. Job displacement and automation. While technology creates new jobs, it can also lead to job losses in certain sectors, requiring economic policies to address unemployment and reskilling opportunities. Sharing economy and platformization. Technology facilitates the sharing economy and platform-based work models, raising questions about worker rights, social safety nets, and fair regulations within these emerging economic structures. These are just some examples of how technology influences ethics, politics, and economics. As technology continues to evolve, understanding and addressing its multifaceted impact will be crucial for navigating the complexities of the 21st century. Here are some additional points to consider. The impact of technology is often context-dependent and varies based on social, cultural, and political factors. Responsible development and implementation of technology are crucial to address ethical concerns, mitigate bias, and ensure equitable outcomes. Public dialogue and open discussions about the potential risks and benefits of technology are essential for shaping a future that aligns with our values. Remember, the relationship between technology and these social spheres is dynamic and constantly evolving. By keeping a critical eye on its impact and actively shaping its development, we can leverage technology's potential for positive change and create a more just, equitable, and sustainable future for all. The ability of technology to create or exacerbate power structures is a complex and multifaceted question with no simple answer. Technology can act as both a disruptor and amplifier, depending on the context and how it's wielded. Here's a closer look at both sides. Creating new power structures. Technological monopolies. Powerful technology companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon can acquire vast amounts of data and resources, creating new economic and political power that traditional institutions struggle to control. This can lead to concerns about monopolies and the need for new regulatory frameworks. Surveillance and control. Advanced surveillance technologies, from facial recognition to social media monitoring, can grant immense power to governments and corporations, potentially creating dystopian scenarios where individuals have little to no privacy or freedom. Weaponization and automation. Technological advancements in warfare and automation can shift power dynamics between nations and within societies. Increased reliance on automated systems raises concerns about job displacement and control over critical infrastructure. Exacerbating existing power structures. Digital divide. Access to technology and digital literacy are not evenly distributed. This can exacerbate existing inequalities based on factors like wealth, education, and geographical location, further empowering those already in positions of power. Algorithmic bias. As mentioned earlier, algorithms can reflect and amplify existing biases in society, leading to discriminatory outcomes in areas like loan approvals, healthcare, and criminal justice. This can disadvantage marginalized groups and further solidify existing power hierarchies. Reinforcing the status quo, technology can be used to maintain and legitimize existing power structures. Censorship and propaganda tools can be deployed to silence dissent and control information, further entrenching the dominance of established groups. However, technology is not inherently deterministic. It's a tool that can be used for both good and evil, depending on the intentions and values of those who develop, deploy, and govern it. Here are some additional considerations. Open source technologies and decentralized platforms. Decentralized networks and open source software offer an alternative to centralized power structures, promoting democratization and fairer access to information and resources. Tech for social good. Technology can be used to address social and environmental challenges, empower marginalized communities, and promote human rights. Examples include platforms for citizen journalism, educational tools, and renewable energy solutions. Public responsibility and ethical considerations. Public discourse and regulations are crucial to ensure that technology is used responsibly and ethically. Addressing issues like data privacy, algorithmic bias, and digital inclusivity requires collective action and proactive measures. Ultimately, the question of whether technology creates new power structures or exacerbates existing ones is not a fixed answer. It depends on how we choose to develop, deploy, and govern these powerful tools. By being aware of its potential pitfalls and actively shaping its trajectory, we can harness technology's power for positive change and ensure a more equitable and sustainable future for all. The environmental and social consequences of technological progress are a complex and multifaceted issue, presenting both significant benefits and potential drawbacks. Let's delve into some key points. Environmental consequences. Positive. Renewable energy. Advancements in wind, solar, and geothermal technologies offer cleaner alternatives to fossil fuels, potentially reducing greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating climate change. Resource efficiency. Innovations in precision agriculture, waste management, and material science can help us use resources more sustainably and reduce environmental impact. Environmental monitoring and protection. Satellite imagery, remote sensing technologies, and environmental sensors can provide valuable data for monitoring pollution levels, tracking deforestation, and managing wildlife populations. Negative. E-waste and pollution. Increased use of electronics and technology generates electronic waste, e-waste, creating pollution and challenging disposal and recycling processes. Manufacturing and using various technologies can also lead to air, water, and soil pollution. Resource depletion. Mining for rare earth minerals and other materials needed for technological advancements can deplete natural resources and disrupt ecosystems. Unforeseen consequences. New technologies might introduce unintended consequences with long-term environmental impact, like the introduction of invasive species through bioengineering or the potential risks of nanotechnology. Social consequences. Positive. Improved healthcare. Medical technologies like telemedicine, robotic surgery, and personalized medicine can improve access to healthcare, diagnose diseases earlier, and develop more effective treatments. Education and communication. Online learning platforms, digital libraries, and communication tools offer new ways to access education, connect with others, and share information globally. Economic growth and development. Technological advancements can lead to economic growth by creating new jobs, industries, and markets, potentially improving living standards and reducing poverty. Negative. Job displacement and inequality. Automation and AI replacing human labor can lead to job losses and exacerbate income inequality, particularly in certain sectors. This can create social unrest and instability. Digital divide and exclusion. Unequal access to technology and digital skills can create a digital divide, excluding marginalized communities from opportunities and information, further widening existing disparities. Privacy concerns and surveillance. Advanced data collection and surveillance technologies raise concerns about privacy violations, social control, and potential misuse of personal information by governments and corporations. Navigating the challenges. Sustainable development. It's crucial to promote technological advancements that align with sustainable practices, minimizing environmental impact, and optimizing resource usage. Ethical considerations. Developing and implementing technology with ethical considerations at the forefront is essential to address issues like bias, privacy, and accessibility. Social responsibility and inclusivity. Ensuring equitable access to technology and digital literacy for all is crucial to mitigate the digital divide and bridge societal gaps. Remember, the relationship between technology and its environmental and social consequences is complex and constantly evolving. By critically examining its impact, advocating for responsible development, and promoting inclusive participation in the digital age, we can harness the potential of technology for positive change and create a more just and sustainable future for all. The question of whether we can develop technology responsibly and sustainably is one of the most pressing challenges of our time. It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but there are certainly paths towards a more promising future. Here are some key considerations. Obstacles to responsible development. Short-term profits over long-term sustainability. Many technology companies prioritize immediate profit, often leading to unsustainable practices like resource depletion, environmental pollution, and e-waste generation. Technological optimism and blind spots. Unbridled optimism about technology's potential can lead to overlooking inherent biases, ethical concerns, and unintended consequences. Lack of ethical frameworks and regulations. Effective regulations and ethical frameworks are crucial to guide responsible development and address issues like data privacy, algorithmic bias, and job displacement. Social disparities and unequal access. Unequal access to technology and education can exacerbate existing inequalities, hindering a truly inclusive and sustainable future. Encouraging responsible and sustainable development. Shifting mindsets and values. Cultivating a long-term perspective that prioritizes sustainability and social responsibility over short-term gains is crucial. This requires a change in corporate culture, consumer behavior, and public policies. Transparency and accountability. Increased transparency in development processes and holding companies accountable for their environmental and social impact are essential for driving responsible practices. Ethical AI and algorithmic fairness. Addressing biases in algorithms and promoting ethical AI development is crucial to ensure technology benefits all and doesn't exacerbate inequalities. Open source and collaborative approaches. Promoting open source technologies and collaborative development models can encourage inclusivity, innovation, and responsible solutions. Investing in green technologies. Fostering research and development in renewable energy, clean technologies, and resource-efficient solutions is essential for building a sustainable future. Empowering communities and individuals. Providing accessible tools and education to empower communities and individuals to participate in and shape the development and use of technology is crucial for a truly inclusive future. Navigating the path forward. Developing technology responsibly and sustainably is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing journey. It requires continuous dialogue, collaboration, and adaptation. By acknowledging the challenges, embracing ethical principles, and actively shaping the future of technology, we can strive towards a vision where technology empowers all, improves lives, and fosters a sustainable future for generations to come. Remember, you have a role to play in this. Stay informed, engage in critical discussions, and hold companies and policymakers accountable. By actively shaping the conversation and making responsible choices, you can contribute to building a better future where technology serves humanity in a responsible and sustainable way. Technology's influence on our experience of the world and our interactions is profound and ever-evolving. Here are some key ways it shapes our experiences. Sensory augmentation and transformation. Virtual reality and augmented reality. These technologies blur the lines between the real and digital, immersing us in simulated environments or overlaying digital information onto our physical world. This can transform how we learn, travel, experience entertainment, and even access healthcare. Smart devices and wearables. Sensors in our homes, devices, and wearables constantly collect data about our environment, health, and activity. This data can be used to personalize our experiences, optimize daily routines, and monitor our well-being, potentially transforming how we perceive and interact with our surroundings. Shifting communication and relationships. Social media and online platforms. These platforms connect us with countless individuals globally, facilitating communication, building communities, and sharing information. However, they can also create echo chambers, exacerbate social comparison, and foster superficial connections. Messaging apps and instant communication. Real-time communication tools have changed the pace and immediacy of interactions. While convenient and efficient, they can lead to information overload, multitasking fatigue, and a sense of constant availability. Virtual collaboration and remote work. Technology enables remote collaboration and work from anywhere in the world, blurring geographic boundaries and reshaping workplace dynamics. However, it can also lead to social isolation, lack of physical interaction, and difficulty establishing boundaries between work and personal life. Reshaping knowledge and information access. Search engines and online resources. Technology provides unprecedented access to information, democratizing knowledge and empowering individuals to research, learn, and explore diverse perspectives. However, it can also lead to information overload, filter bubbles, and the spread of misinformation. Artificial intelligence and algorithmic curation. AI-powered algorithms curate our news feeds, recommend content, and personalize our online experiences. This can provide tailored information and relevant resources, but it can also limit our exposure to diverse viewpoints and reinforce existing biases. Digital literacy and information skills. Navigating the vast digital landscape requires critical thinking, information literacy, and the ability to discern credible sources from misinformation. These skills are crucial for responsible information consumption and informed decision-making in a tech-driven world. Overall, technology has a multifaceted impact on how we experience the world and interact with each other. It can offer incredible opportunities for connection, learning, and transformation, but it also presents challenges for our well-being, relationships, and understanding of reality. Ultimately, it's up to us to shape how technology affects our lives. By employing critical thinking, making conscious choices about its use, and advocating for responsible development, we can harness its potential for positive change and create a future where technology complements and enhances our human experience. Whether technology enhances or diminishes our humanity is a complex question with no easy answer. It's a dance between two sides of the coin, each holding both benefits and drawbacks that ultimately depend on how we choose to interact with and develop these tools. Enhancement. Connecting and collaborating. Technology facilitates communication and collaboration on a global scale, fostering connections, sharing knowledge, and enabling collective action towards positive change. Empowering and liberating. Technological advancements can address physical limitations, enhance accessibility, and provide tools for creative expression, self-exploration, and personal growth. Expanding knowledge and understanding. Access to vast information and diverse perspectives broadens our horizons, challenges biases, and fuels intellectual curiosity and learning. Diminution. Social isolation and fragmentation. Reliance on online interactions can lead to a sense of disconnect from real-world communities, superficial relationships, and a decline in empathy and interpersonal skills. Overdependence and control. Automation and AI raise concerns about over-reliance on technology, potentially diminishing critical thinking, decision-making skills, and autonomy. Ethical dilemmas and manipulation. Technological advancements can be misused for surveillance, data exploitation, and manipulation, posing threats to privacy, free will, and human dignity. Ultimately, the answer lies not in technology itself, but in our relationship with it. How we choose to develop, use, and regulate technology determines its impact on our humanity. Here's how we can make technology enhance our humanity. Prioritize real-world connections and meaningful interactions. Develop critical thinking skills and digital literacy to navigate the information landscape responsibly. Advocate for ethical development and responsible use of technology. Focus on technologies that empower individuals, bridge social divides, and address global challenges. Remember that technology is a tool, not a replacement for human connection, empathy, and compassion. By actively shaping the trajectory of technology and maintaining a mindful relationship with it, we can ensure it serves as a force for good, complementing and enriching our human experience. The question of whether we're becoming increasingly dependent on technology is a valid one, with compelling arguments on both sides. Here's a closer look at the different perspectives. Evidence for increasing dependence. Integration into daily life. Technology is deeply woven into our daily routines, from waking up to alarms to relying on GPS for navigation, managing schedules with apps, and connecting with others through digital platforms. This pervasive presence can create a sense of reliance, making it difficult to imagine life without these constant digital companions. Automation and convenience. Technology automates various tasks, from ordering food to managing finances, offering convenience and efficiency. While this frees up time, it can also lead to a reliance on external tools for solving problems or making decisions, potentially weakening our own skills and resourcefulness. Psychological dependence. Studies suggest that excessive phone use and social media engagement can activate reward pathways in the brain, mimicking the effects of addictive substances. This can lead to compulsive checking, anxiety when disconnected, and difficulties regulating technology use. Arguments against absolute dependence. Human agency and adaptation. Humans are inherently adaptable and capable of finding alternative ways to achieve goals even when technology fails. The dependence created by technology is often situational and not absolute. Focus on specific functions. We depend on technology for specific functions, like communication or information access, but this doesn't translate to complete dependence in all aspects of life. We still rely on our own skills, physical capabilities, and social connections for a vast array of activities. Potential for empowerment. Technology can also empower individuals, provide essential tools for people with disabilities, and open up new opportunities for learning, connection, and creative expression. Dependence, in this context, can be viewed as a tool for advancement and not necessarily a negative aspect. Ultimately, the extent of our dependence on technology is a subjective and nuanced concept. It varies based on individual circumstances, socioeconomic factors, and the specific uses of technology. Here are some key points to consider. Awareness and mindfulness. Recognizing the potential for dependence is crucial to maintaining a healthy relationship with technology. Critical thinking and conscious choices. Actively choosing how and when to use technology empowers us to avoid excessive dependence and leverage its benefits effectively. Focus on human connections and real-world experiences, maintaining balance between the digital and physical worlds, prioritizing real-world interactions, and nurturing essential human skills ensure technology complements our lives without replacing them. By fostering a thoughtful and critical approach to technology, we can ensure it remains a tool for progress and empowerment, not a source of dependence or limitation. Remember, technology is a double-edged sword. It's up to us to wield it responsibly and choose the path that allows us to thrive in a digitally connected world while upholding our humanity and independence. The question of whether we can maintain control over the tools we create is a complex one, with no definitive answer. It hinges on several factors, including the nature of the technology, the structures governing its development and use, and the choices we make as individuals and societies. Challenges to maintaining control. Complexity and unintended consequences. As technology becomes increasingly complex, with interconnected systems and emergent properties, predicting and controlling its full impact becomes challenging. Unforeseen consequences can arise, posing ethical and societal dilemmas. Centralization and power dynamics. When ownership and control of technology are concentrated in the hands of powerful corporations or governments, it can be difficult for individuals or even smaller groups to exert influence and ensure its responsible development and use. Autonomous systems and artificial intelligence. Advancements in AI and autonomous systems raise concerns about machines making decisions independently, potentially beyond human control or understanding. This could lead to scenarios where technology dictates outcomes, posing risks to autonomy and freedom. Factors promoting control. Openness and transparency. Promoting open-source technologies, transparent development processes, and public discourse around new advancements can facilitate public scrutiny and informed decision-making. Decentralization and distributed governance. Shifting power away from centralized entities and adopting decentralized models of ownership and control can empower individuals and communities to have a say in how technology shapes their lives. Ethical frameworks and regulations. Establishing robust ethical frameworks and regulations that guide the development and use of technology can help mitigate risks, address biases, and ensure alignment with social values. Individual awareness and critical thinking. Cultivating critical thinking skills, awareness of potential pitfalls, and responsible technology use among individuals can empower them to make informed choices and exert influence on the trajectory of technological development. Maintaining control is an ongoing process, not a one-time achievement. It requires continuous vigilance, collaboration, and adaptation. By acknowledging the challenges, embracing openness and transparency, and actively shaping the future of technology, we can strive towards a future where these powerful tools serve humanity and remain ultimately under our control. The potential benefits and risks of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, AI, genetic engineering, and nanotechnology are vast and complex, intertwined with both great promise and significant ethical considerations. Let's delve into each technology. Artificial intelligence, AI. Benefits. Transformative solutions. AI has the potential to revolutionize healthcare, climate change mitigation, resource management, and scientific discovery, leading to faster diagnoses, personalized treatment plans, smarter resource allocation, and groundbreaking innovations. Automation and efficiency. AI can automate tedious tasks, free up human resources for creative endeavors, and optimize logistics and operations across various industries, boosting productivity and economic growth. Enhancement of human capabilities. AI can assist with decision-making, provide real-time information and analytics, and personalize learning experiences, potentially enhancing human capabilities and performance in various fields. Risks. Job displacement and inequality. Automation might lead to job losses in certain sectors, exacerbating existing economic inequalities and requiring societal shifts in skill development programs. Algorithmic bias and discrimination. AI algorithms can perpetuate and amplify existing biases in data, leading to unfair outcomes in areas like loan approvals, criminal justice, and hiring practices. Loss of control and ethical dilemmas. As AI becomes more sophisticated, issues around autonomy, responsibility, and control arise. Unforeseen consequences and ethical dilemmas emerge with autonomous systems and decision-making powered by AI. Genetic engineering. Benefits. Disease prevention and treatment. Gene therapy holds promise for curing genetic diseases, preventing their transmission, and developing personalized treatments tailored to individual genetic profiles, improving healthcare outcomes. Sustainable agriculture and food production. Modifying crops for pest resistance, drought tolerance, and increased nutritional value can lead to more sustainable agricultural practices, improved food security, and enhanced nutrition for populations. Environmental conservation and restoration. Engineered microorganisms can be used to clean up pollution, remediate contaminated environments, and develop alternative biofuels, potentially supporting environmental conservation and sustainability efforts. Risks. Unforeseen consequences and unintended mutations. Modifying complex systems like genomes can have unforeseen consequences, leading to unintended mutations with potentially harmful effects on individuals and ecosystems. Ethical concerns and societal divides. Genetic engineering raises ethical concerns about modifying the human germline, designer babies, and potential exacerbation of social inequalities due to unequal access to these technologies. Environmental risks and biosecurity threats. Accidental release of genetically modified organisms or weaponization of genetic engineering can pose environmental risks and biosecurity threats, requiring careful regulation and oversight. Nanotechnology. Benefits. Revolutionary materials and devices. Nanotechnology can create new materials with superior properties, leading to advancements in batteries, solar cells, lightweight vehicles, and medical devices, transforming various industries. Improved healthcare and diagnostics. Nanorobots can be used for targeted drug delivery, disease diagnosis at the cellular level, and development of new and effective medical treatments, revolutionizing healthcare and medicine. Environmental innovation and resource management. Nanotechnology can enable efficient water purification, waste treatment, and development of clean energy technologies, contributing to environmental sustainability and resource conservation. Risks. Health and environmental risks. Nanoparticles can potentially enter the environment and human body, leading to unknown health and environmental risks that require careful study and risk assessment. Nanoweapons and military applications. The potential for militarization of nanotechnology poses security threats and ethical concerns, emphasizing the need for responsible development and international cooperation. Social implications and inequality. Unequal access to nanotechnology-based products and services can exacerbate existing inequalities and raise concerns about potential misuse or stigmatization. These are just some of the potential benefits and risks associated with these emerging technologies. It's crucial to engage in open discussions, involve diverse stakeholders, and develop ethical frameworks to guide responsible development and application of these powerful tools. Remember, technology is a double-edged sword. Ultimately, the direction these technologies take and their impact on our lives depend on the choices we make as individuals and societies. By fostering informed dialogue, promoting responsible development, and prioritizing ethical considerations, we can harness the potential of these technologies for positive change and create a future that benefits all humanity. Ensuring future technologies are used for good and align with our values is a multifaceted challenge, but one we can tackle through collaborative action and proactive measures. Here are some key points to consider. Building a shared vision. Open dialogue and public engagement. Fostering open and inclusive discussions involving diverse stakeholders in technology development, from scientists and engineers to policymakers, ethicists, and the public, allows for a holistic understanding of potential impacts and ethical considerations. Defining shared values. Articulating shared values like human well-being, sustainability, fairness, and privacy as guiding principles for technology development helps ensure alignment with broader societal goals. Guiding development and implementation. Ethical frameworks and regulations. Establishing robust ethical frameworks and regulations that address issues like bias, data privacy, and environmental impact provides a foundation for responsible development and use. Transparency and accountability. Promoting transparency in development processes and holding technology companies accountable for their actions fosters trust and ensures responsible application of these powerful tools. Investing in responsible innovation. Supporting research and development focused on ethical and sustainable technologies, like green energy solutions or AI for social good, encourages innovative solutions aligned with our values. Empowering individuals and communities. Digital literacy and critical thinking. Equipping individuals with digital literacy skills and critical thinking abilities empowers them to make informed choices about technology use, recognize potential pitfalls, and advocate for responsible development. Civic engagement and social movements. Encouraging participation in civic debates, supporting technology justice movements, and holding decision-makers accountable creates a collective voice for shaping the future of technology. Individual choices and responsible consumption. Making conscious choices about how we use technology, supporting responsible companies, and advocating for ethical practices sends a powerful message to developers and policymakers. Remember, ensuring technology serves good is an ongoing process, not a one-time achievement. It requires continuous vigilance, collaboration, and adaptation. By embracing these principles and taking proactive steps, we can increase the chances that future technologies become forces for positive change, aligned with our shared values and contributing to a better future for all. By continuing the conversation and actively shaping the trajectory of technology, we can ensure it remains a tool for progress and human well-being.